For my lesson, I used the tool Nearpod. Nearpod is an online slides-based tool that allows you to embed a wide variety of activities, videos, external sources, and more. For my lesson specifically, I chose to base it on the First Amendment. My Georgia standard is SS4CG2, explain the importance of freedoms guaranteed by the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. My IST standard is 1.2.B, online interactions. Students demonstrate empathetic, inclusive interactions online and use technology to responsibly contribute to their communities. I included 3 I can statements to help make student goals clear. The first of which being, I can explain the importance of the First Amendment. The second being, I can explain the 5 freedoms guaranteed by the First Amendment. And the last being, I can understand the difference between freedom of speech and freedom from consequences, with focus in online spaces. This lesson is teacher-led, as the students are very guided through the lesson. It would be best done in a one-to-one Chromebook classroom with a teacher leading students through it, but it can be done completely online assignment as well. There are a few areas for student response where the teacher can guide students should they find errors in their responses. The first activity I have for the students is a video with 2 embedded questions, one of which is right at the beginning, asking students what they already know about the First Amendment. The second is asking them how they think the First Amendment impacts online spaces. I feel like this would be a good way to engage the students in their learning, because it not only provides a new form of media to help get them thinking, but it also asks questions causing them to draw on prior knowledge and connect our content standards with our technology standards. In order for students to meet our learning goals, I started with an article for children about the First Amendment. It allows students to engage with the content, read at their pace, and emphasize certain topics that they need more time on. They then will answer 2 questions, a poll and an open-ended question that will help solidify and guide their reading. They can jump between the article and questions as needed. Lastly, they will do an online game regarding what they say on the internet and what speech is appropriate. Throughout my Nearpod, I have a variety of formative questions that allow me to see what the students are learning and if they are picking up on the content. Then I have another formative assessment at the end to summarize the full Nearpod and see if students were able to successfully connect what they learned with practical application. This will let me know if the students need further instruction in specific areas. In order for this Nearpod to be accessible, I included a wide variety of activities, including a poll, a fun game that is engaging and on topic, and a matching activity to finish it out and assess learning. All of these activities have an audio guide which aid in accessibility as well. In my introduction video, there are 2 pause points that allow the students to make sure they are taking in information. Lastly, I made sure to include high contrast slides with photos where I was able to help provide visual cues for students that may need them. Students are able to reflect on their learning by putting it to use in a practical way. By connecting real-life scenarios to the different parts of the First Amendment and potential consequences of abusing it, they are able to connect what they learned to the real world. This solidifies understanding and shows that they've met their goals. It can be really tough planning a lesson with so many aspects to it, and one thing that making this Nearpod taught me is that it's essential to keep the end goal in mind and allow it to guide you through. Using the tools provided and making sure to not be afraid of learning new ones will definitely help you be successful when planning future lessons.